The Honourable David Cunliffe.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. To the Prime Minister, does he stand by his statement that, quote, there are plenty of jobs out there? If so, why are there 42,000 more people unemployed now than when he took office?
Speaker.
Right, Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, I can certainly see why that member would be worried about unemployment. But to the first part of the question, yes. According to ANZ, there are 38,000 job advertisements appeared in the newspaper and on the internet in the month of June, up almost 6% over the previous month. To the second part of the question, more people are looking for work and subsequently more people are becoming employed. Since we took over office, over 100,000 more people have become employed. The combination has pushed New Zealand's participation rate to 69.3%, which is the highest it's ever been since the HLFS began and significantly higher than in Australia.
Mr Speaker,
supplementary question, the Honourable David Cunliffe.
Mr Speaker, given that the Prime Minister seems to think unemployment is a joke, can he confirm that the number of jobless is now 50,000 higher today and that there are more jobless in every region of the country except Canterbury?
Mr Speaker, no, I can't confirm that. What I can confirm is that there's 100,000 more people with a job, and as I said, I congratulate the member for getting through caucus because I hear David Parker doing the numbers.
Order. That will not help.
Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Honourable David Cunliffe.
Mr Speaker, does his definition of getting more people in a job include by fair means or foul getting the ACT candidate for Epsom a job? And if so, what will poor old Paul Goldsmith do for one?
So much for self-reliance.
Right, Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, we'll see what the voters decide. We'll see what the voters decide. But all I do know is that on this side of the House, people support the person that's the leader on that side of the House.
Order.
Mr Speaker, to the Prime Minister.
Supplementary question, the Honourable David.
Why is he finding a job for Peter Dunn in the Oharu electorate rather than campaigning for his own candidate, when Peter Dunn has never denied that he is the leaker of a sensitive classified document? Or is that just hashtag Team Leak?
Right, Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, what the government is doing is making sure that New Zealanders are clear about both the direction we're taking the country and who we'll work with. The member might have some credibility if he was prepared to rule out Kim.com and working with that party, but he won't. But, Mr Speaker, as I said, if the member really wants to be seriously focused on the issues that matter, he should focus on his own job.
Order.
Because what I keep hearing is they're counting up the heads and they're doing the numbers.
Order that answer.
Speaker.
Supplementary question, Honourable David Cunliffe.
Mr Speaker, given the Prime Minister is quoted as saying he thinks ACT's 3 strikes bill is a, quote, good policy, why is he keeping Nick Smith in a job when he struck 1 with a letter he wrote for Bronwyn Puller to ACC, 2 for the Ruataniwha Dam, and now has struck 3 by attacking Fish and Game for their statutorily required role?
Right, Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, firstly, I don't think the member should believe everything he hears on Radio New Zealand or reads in the paper. But secondly, Mr Speaker, if this is what vote positive looks like, I'd hate to think what vote negative looks like. Oh, that's right, I know that. It's called the Labour Party caucus this morning. That was vote negative.
Order.
Mr Speaker.
Supplementary question, Honourable David Cunliffe.
Mr Speaker, why is the Prime Minister keeping the Minister of Transport in his job when he's currently being investigated by his own officials for allegedly breaching the law and causing an airport security risk?
Right, Honourable Prime Minister.
Well, Mr Speaker, it's not his own officials. There's a independent investigation going on, and I'm not going to taint that investigation. But as I say, it's good to see they held the vote positive for a couple of days.
Order.
All I can say is maybe you'll need to go and change the billboards. Oh, that's right, you don't.
Order. 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 Question number 4, Joanne Hayes.
Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker.
Tēnā koe.
My question is to the Minister of Justice. What recent reports has she received on